Let's say you're going to a birthday party and you have a friend, niece, or nephew that really loves stories, and you would like to create an original story that they are inside of that is very easy to do. Well, introducing Magic Book. This is just one of the incredible things Magic Book can do for you. Turn something that would normally take several hours into an instant activity. So if you don't have an account yet, you can try it free, or if you do have an account, you can just click log in. So I'm going to log in through my Google account. All right, and once you are inside, you have three different options here on the length of story that you want to create. So assuming that they are younger, I'm going to guess a short story is probably more along the lines of what they want. Each of these gets a little bit more in depth. And in the noun section, you can put their name. So let's say their name is Lucy Lou. I don't even know if there's anyone named Lucy Lou with that spelling, but we're just going to go with it for now. And you can even put in their age if you want. And then that will give Magic Book more of an idea of the age of the character. And then we can see, what does Lucy Lou do? So you could like put in some of the things that they enjoy doing, like maybe swim, ride, and you could like add horse there. And then let's do one more. Let's see, make friends. And that will give some of kind of the storyline for the story. And then for adjectives here, let's do like, actually, we're going to add this here. We're going to make her a princess. And then we're going to make her fun, adventurous, and smart. All right, cool. So from here, you can literally just hit create story and you're going to get an incredible story for Lucy Lou's birthday party. But you also have the option to add more ingredients if you would like, which can even customize the story even more. So because they're age 8, let's do reader age 6 to 9. And then for genre, let's make it a fantasy. You could make this whatever you wanted. You could make this like a contemporary drama or, whatever you wanted to do. And then you can tell them the style of an author as well. So say there's an author that she really likes. You could tell it in the style of that author. So let's do it in the style of C.S. Lewis. So now we're going to create this story. And the way that short stories work is every single story has a complete happy ending just in the very first output. So if you want something that's a little bit longer and is going to have like more of a in-depth plot and takes longer to finish in a happy way, then you can obviously move this to a longer style story. But let's see what we got here. So once upon a time, in a magical kingdom of Enchantia, there lived a young princess named Lucy Lou. With her vibrant blue eyes shimmering like sapphires and her golden curls cascading down her shoulders, Lucy Lou was a vision of joy and innocence. So if she had different color eyes here, you can actually just change right here. So you could put brown eyes or change the color of her curls as well. And you can say you want the picture to be different based off of how she actually looks. You could add some more descriptors here after Lucy Lou. So you could do age 8, brown eyes, black hair, and then it is going to know more about Lucy Lou when you generate the story. And that can work really, really well. But let's keep on reading this. Lucy Lou was a vision of joy and innocence. Lucy Lou loved to swim in the crystal clear waters of the kingdom's enchanted lake. Her laughter echoed through the air, and she dived fearlessly into the water, her mermaid-like movements captivating all who watched. With each stroke, Lucy Lou's adventurous spirit soared, as if she were a fish exploring the vast ocean depths. One sunny morning, Lucy Lou's father, King Frederick, watched her swim with admiration. "My dear princess," he said, his voice filled with pride, "you possess the heart of a true adventurer. Today I shall gift you a horse, so you may ride and explore our kingdom's wondrous lands." Excitement bubbled within Lucy Liu's heart as she imagined the adventures that awaited her. Also, if you don't want the full name every time, you could just remove some of those. And sometimes it won't include them all as well. Within Lucy's heart, as she imagined the adventures that awaited her, soon she found herself mounted on a majestic white horse named Stardust. With a gentle nudge of her heels, they galloped through the emerald meadows, the wind tussling their hair. As they rode, Lucy Liu marveled at the sights around her. Towering trees whispered secrets to each other, their branches reaching out to touch the sky. Fields of colorful flowers danced in harmony with the gentle breeze, casting a kaleidoscope of hues across the landscape. On their journey, Lucy encountered a group of woodland creatures. A mischievous squirrel named Nutkin scampered up to her horse, his wishy tail twitching with excitement. "Greetings, Princess Lucy Liu. We've heard tales of your fun and adventurous spirit. Will you be our friend?" Lucy Liu giggled, her eyes sparkling with delight. "Of course, dear Nutkin. Friends make every adventure even more magical." From that day forward, Lucy Liu and her newfound friends explored enchanted caves, climbing towering mountains, and discovered hidden treasures buried deep within the kingdom. Along their journey, laughter echoed through the valleys, lighting up the hearts of all who heard it. As Lucy Liu grew older, her adventures continued, and her wisdom blossomed like a rare and precious flower. She became known as the smartest princess in all the land, her intelligence matched only by her kind and caring nature. In the kingdom of Enchantia, Lucy Liu's legacy lived on, inspiring generations to embrace their inner adventures and seek out the wonders that awaited them. And whenever they heard the tale of Princess Lucy Liu, their imaginations soared, envisioning the vibrant world she had once explored. For Lucy, the little princess with the heart of a lion, her journey never truly ended. She would forever be remembered as the girl who dared to swim, ride, make friends, and chase her dreams with unwavering determination. And Enchantia, with its breathtaking beauty and enchanting wonders, would forever hold a special place in the hearts of all who yearned for a taste of magic. All right, so there you go. A super sweet, innocent story for an 8-year-old. And this would be so different if so many of these things were changed. For example, if this was a story for adults, the adventures would not quite be as simple. But let's actually keep it for Lucy Liu. And I just want to show you guys what would happen if we turned this into a long story. And now we also have our brown eyes, black hair as well. And let's try this now. So it's a fantasy still, but what we're mostly showing off here is the long story. So the long story is pretty cool because now this is going to feel far more like a well thought out plot, because the reason it takes so long is the first thing that it's actually doing is it is outlining a 10-chapter narrative. And after the 10-chapter narrative is outlined, it is then going to write the first chapter based off of the outline. So this should be far more in-depth and should have a lot more of a feeling of like a hero's adventure. Also, I do want to note that if you're watching this several months after this video is posted, there's going to be a lot more features, and some of this is going to be improved upon greatly. So we have a lot of different improvements and updates that my business partner is currently working on. So things could look very different, but they should only be more usable, more effective, generate better stories. All right, chapter 1. In the heart of the kingdom of joy, where the sun danced upon the grand castle's towering spires, lived a princess named Lucy Liu. A sprightly girl of 8, her brown eyes held the sparkle of a curious mind. Her black hair cascaded like a waterfall, shimmering in the sun. Her days were filled with the exploration of her magnificent home. from the labyrinthine castle corridors to the lush castle gardens, where peacocks paraded their iridescent plumage. "Oh, what a lovely day!" Lucy exclaimed one morning, her eyes twinkling as she watched the sunbeams play on the surface of the royal pond. Unable to resist its alluring shimmer, she leaped into the water, her laughter echoing through the castle grounds. As she swam, her mind traveled the imagined underwater kingdoms, where mermaids sang alluring songs and fish danced in synchronized harmony. After her swim, Lucy would often ride her royal horse, a beautiful white creature named Star. She would gallop through the verdant meadows beyond the castle, wind rustling her hair, her heart beating in rhythm with Star's hooves. "Faster, Star! Let's touch the sky!" she would urge, her laughter mingling with the horse's whinnies. Yet for all the castle's splendor and her beloved companions, a yearning tugged at Lucy's heart. She longed for the companionship of children her age, to share giggles over harmless pranks, to hatch plans for fun adventures, and to make friends who were not bound by royal protocol. One evening, as she watched the sun set, painting the sky in hues of orange and red, she whispered to Star, "I wish I could venture beyond the castle walls, to experience the world, to make friends." Star nuzzled against her, a silent promise of companionship in her adventures. Little did Lucy know, her wish was soon to take her on a journey far beyond her wildest dreams. Chapter 2. The following morning, as Lucy was brushing Star's silken mane, the castle gates creaked open. A figure dressed in a riot of colors emerged. The visitor's cloak gleamed in the sunlight, a vivid tapestry of stories from far-off lands. The stranger approached Lucy, bowing low before her. "Princess Lucy Liu, I bear an invitation from the Kingdom of Adventure." The messenger's voice echoed through the stables. Lucy's brown eyes widened in surprise as the strangers presented her with a parchment, its golden script dancing in the sunlight. As she read the invitation, her pulse quickened. The Kingdom of Adventure was inviting her to participate in an event called the Great Adventure Race. Lucy's heart skipped a beat as she turned to Star, her voice trembling with excitement and apprehension. "Star, it's an invitation to a race known to test courage, wit, and friendship. What do you think? Should we go?" Star merely nuzzled her hand, giving her a look that seemed to say, "It's your call, Lucy." The idea of competing in the Great Adventure Race thrilled Lucy, but it also evoked a sense of fear. She had never ventured beyond the Kingdom of Joy, nor had she ever participated in such a competition. She had everything she needed in her kingdom: a safe home, a loving family, a wonderful mentor, and of course, Star. But was that enough? Her heart longed for more: the thrill of new experiences, the joy of making friends her age, and the satisfaction of overcoming challenges. She looked at the invitation again, her small fingers tracing the golden script. "The Great Adventure Race," she murmured to herself. She could almost hear the cheers of the crowd, feel the rush of the race, and the warmth of newfound friendships. And with that, Lucy resolved to accept the invitation, unaware of the grand adventure that lay ahead. Clutching the invitation, Lucy sought the counsel of her mentor, a wise knight who had served her family for many years. His grizzled face softened as he listened to her, his gray eyes reflecting the wisdom of a life spent in adventure. "Princess Lucy," he began, his voice a gentle rumble, "true courage lies in facing the unknown. You have been presented with an opportunity most children dream of. It's up to you to decide whether you wish to embrace it or not." Lucy's heart wrestled with fear and excitement. She remembered her wish, her longing to experience the world beyond the castle walls, to make friends her own age. With a determined nod, she made her decision. "I will go, mentor. I'll participate in the Great Adventure Race." The castle buzzed with activity as Lucy prepared for her journey. She packed her essentials, her favorite storybooks, and the locket with a picture of her family. She said her goodbyes, her heart pounded in her chest, a symphony of anticipation and fear playing in her veins. With a final hug from her mentor and a wave to her parents, Lucy mounted Star, her hand gripping the reins tight. With a deep breath, she guided Star towards the castle gates. As they creaked open, a wave of excitement washed over her. She was leaving behind everything familiar, stepping out of the kingdom she had known all her life. As Lucy and Star crossed the threshold of her kingdom, the familiar landscape of the Kingdom of Joy faded into the distance. Ahead lay the unknown territories of the Kingdom of Adventure, its silhouette emerging on the horizon like a promise of adventures to come. She could feel the shift in the wind, the change in the air. It was a whole new world waiting for her to explore, to conquer. Her heart pounded in her chest as she rode on, leaving her comfort zone far behind. But Lucy knew that this was just the beginning, the start of the adventure she had always dreamed of. And with Star by her side, she felt ready to take on whatever lay ahead. All right, guys, so this story is going to keep on going for 7 more chapters. And if you want to know how to quickly copy paste this somewhere else because you want to be able to gift it, what you're going to want to do is generate all of these. If you're a really fast reader, you can literally read this along as it's generating. But what we're going to do here is I'm just going to quickly wait, click next, and then once all of the chapters are generated, I'm going to show you the library, because the library is probably the place you're going to want to copy paste from. Here you can, oh, what a wonderful picture. Here you can, but you can only copy one chapter at a time. As you can see, like I'm still holding, but it's not copying past chapter past chapter 1. So what we're going to want to do while this is generating the next chapter is I'll open the library here in a new tab, and we'll head over to the library. Man, these cover images are broken right now, so hopefully this will be fixed by the time you see this. But in the library, it shows all of the chapters like right here, and you can easily copy the whole thing. Super easily. So the library is a great place if you want to grab this, and it shows the length right now is 4 chapters, the genre, author style, reader age, and the number of likes that it has. So we can give this a like here. All right, so we can continue this. Now we're going to chapter 6. Ooh, the day of the first challenge dawned, a cool breeze whipping across the kingdom. Lucy stood on the bank of a roaring river, its swift currents threatening to sweep away even the bravest of souls. Her heart pounded in her chest as she stared at the churning water, her mind racing with fear and uncertainty. "Remember your lessons, Lucy," she whispered to herself. It's a swimming challenge. The sun was high in the sky when the second challenge was announced, a wild horse race. Ooh, a wild horse race. Interesting. The wild horse, however, was far from the gentle and obedient Star. The crowd's cheers turned to collective sigh as Lucy crossed the finish line, the last rider to do so. Oh no! She slid off the horse, her legs wobbly and her heart heavy with disappointment. She had lost the race. Tears. No, poor Lucy. She thanked the wild horse. Wow, she's still so kind, though. Despite the loss, the race had taught her something invaluable. Humility. She had assumed that her experience with Star would easily translate to this race, but she had been incorrect. Every challenge was different, every opponent unique, and sometimes even princesses had to face defeat. An important life lesson. That's great. She walked away, her held head high. She felt a newfound respect for the adventure race. The evening after the race, Lucy found herself alone in under the enormous tree that stood at the heart of the Kingdom of Adventure's camp. She sat there, her knees drawn to her chest, her eyes fixed on the flickering fire before her. The defeat was still fresh, the sting of failure a constant reminder of her shortcomings. She was a princess, used to winning, to success, but the wild horse race had been a humbling experience. The fear of failure, the fear of the unknown, it all seemed to overwhelm her now. It all seemed overwhelming now. She questioned her decision to leave her kingdom and participate in the race, to step out of her comfortable life into the world of uncertainty and challenge. She felt a heavy burden of doubt weighing her down. Ooh, no, she's about to make a new friend, one her own age. As she sat there, her thoughts engulfed by the shadows of defeat, a voice broke into her reverie. or broke her reverie. It was one of her fellow competitors, a girl her age, with a crown of flowers adorning her fiery red hair. "You're a princess, Lucy, aren't you?" the girl asked, her voice gentle. Lucy nodded, her eyes meeting the girl's warm gaze. "I saw your race today. You were brave, you know. Not many can handle a wild horse like you did." Lucy felt a small smile tug at her lips. "But I lost," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. The girl shrugged. "So what? We win some, we lose some. That's what makes the race fun, isn't it?" Lucy looked at the girl, her words sinking in. She was right. The race wasn't just about winning. It was about the journey, the experiences, the friendships. It was about overcoming her fears and embracing the adventures that came her way. All right, let's keep on going here. As the day of the final challenge dawned, the Kingdom of Adventure was buzzing with excitement. Lucy found herself standing before the entrance of an enormous labyrinth, its stone walls towering above her, casting long, ominous shadows. The labyrinth was the final challenge of the Great Adventure Race, a daunting maze filled with riddles and puzzles. Ooh. A test of wit and courage. Uh-oh. She found herself going around in circles, the confusing layout of the labyrinth leaving her lost and disoriented. The once exciting challenge now felt like an insurmountable task. Her confidence wavered, her spirit dampening with every failed attempt to solve the labyrinth's puzzles. Finally, after what felt like hours, Lucy stumbled out of the labyrinth, her body weary and her spirit crushed. She failed to solve the labyrinth's riddles and find her way out. The taste of defeat was bitter, and Lucy found herself questioning her ability to finish the race, her earlier victories now overshadowed by her failure. Okay, so it sounds like she did win some of those early challenges that we kind of skipped over. She sat in the grass, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. Lucy felt a heavy weight of disappointment. Was she not cut out for this adventure? The morning after her defeat, Lucy found herself standing before a formidable labyrinth once again. Her heart was heavy with the memory of yesterday's failure, but there was a fire in her eyes, a fire of determination and resolve. Despite her doubts, she had made her choice to face the labyrinth again. "I can do this," she muttered to herself, her small hand clenched in a fist of determination. She remembered the lessons she had learned throughout her journey, the victories, the defeats, and everything in between. With a deep breath, she stepped into the labyrinth, her mind focused, her spirit undeterred. With new-found determination, Lucy delved deeper. She tackled each riddle with patience, appealing her wisdom and knowledge to unravel the labyrinth's secrets. She navigated through the winding paths, her every step echoing with resolve. Finally, after tirelessly navigating through the twists and turns, Lucy saw a ray of sunlight piercing through the darkness. With a final burst of energy, she sprinted towards the light, triumphantly emerged from the other side of the labyrinth. The Kingdom of Adventure erupted into cheers, their applause echoing through the air. Lucy's heart swelled with pride and joy as she basked in her victory. But even amidst the celebration, Lucy realized the victory was not the sweetest part of her journey. It was the friendship she had forged, the lessons she had learned, and the person she had become that made her journey truly memorable. With her newfound friends by her side, the laughter filling the air, Lucy celebrated her victory. She had proved to herself that she was not just a princess, but a true adventurer. The journey back to the Kingdom of Joy was filled with anticipation. As the familiar landscape of her home came into view, Lucy's heart fluttered with a mix of excitement and nostalgia. She was returning not just as Princess Lucy Liu, but as a seasoned adventurer, a problem solver, a friend. As she rode to the castle gates atop her faithful steed, the kingdom's people erupted into cheers. Their princess had returned and welcomed her with open arms. The joyous cries echoing off the castle walls, Lucy's brown eyes twinkled, her heart filled with the warmth of their heartfelt reception. Her adventures into the Kingdom of Adventure had changed her, and in turn her kingdom. Her people saw their princess in a new light, as an adventurer who faced challenges with courage, who had learned the value of humility and the joy of friendship. The Kingdom of Joy was no longer just a place of comfort and luxury. It was now filled with a sense of adventure, a spirit of exploration. She stood before her people, a triumphant smile on her face. "The Great Adventure Race was not just about victory," she declared, her voice echoing in the silent courtyard. "It was about the journey, about the friendships forged, and the lessons learned along the way." All right, but she knew that her story was far from over. This was just the beginning of many more adventures that awaited her. Her victory in the Great Adventure Race had sparked the fire within her, a desire to explore, to learn, to grow, and with a twinkle in her brown eyes and a confident smile, Lucy looked forward to the future, ready for whatever adventures lay ahead. So there you have it, the long story. Obviously, much longer than you might want, but there are medium stories in between as well. But just showing you kind of the depth that it can get to. And honestly, I might advise like maybe just even if they're 8 to 9, like go for a little bit of an older age so they can maybe even grow into the story a little bit more. I think they'll still really enjoy it. Um, Young adult stories I think are honestly a great sweet spot even for even for adults. Um, but yeah, so now here you have the whole 10 chapters, and you could paste this into a card or print it out or something like that, and you have a wonderful adventure for a birthday party. So that's just one of the incredible things that you can do with Magic Book. I would be remiss if I didn't show off this other thing here, Whisper to the Book. You can ask questions. Like you could even say, please write a happy birthday message, if I can spell birthday, message to Lucy Liu that will be attached to a story I already made. Thanks. So if we submit this, dear reader, how delightful. Okay. In a realm where joy dances upon the whispers of the wind, where laughter paints the skies in vivid hues, and where dreams take flight on the wings of imagination, there resides a radiant soul named Lucy Liu. On this wondrous day, as the sun bathes the world in its golden embrace, we gather to celebrate the journey of this extraordinary being. Lucy Liu, with each passing year, you shine brighter and inspire all who are fortunate enough to cross your path. Your spirit, like a gentle breeze, carries warmth and kindness to all corners of existence. Your laughter, like a chorus of songbirds, fills hearts with joy and spreads smiles like wildfire. On this special occasion, as the pages of your story unfold, may you find yourself immersed in a tapestry of magical moments. May you dance under the moonlit skies, twirling in the arms of serendipity. May your wishes take flight upon the wings of shooting stars, soaring high above the clouds, and may they be whispered into the ears of the universe. May the melody of happiness serenade every step you take, and may laughter be the backdrop of your grandest adventures. As you blow out the candles of adorning your cake, may each flame carry with it a wish fulfilled, and may the enchantment of this day be etched forever into the tapestry of your heart. Happy birthday, dear Lucy Liu. May your days be filled with magic, your dreams be woven with stardust, and may the chapters of your life be brimming with love, laughter, and endless wonder. With love and enchantment. You could put your own name here. With love and enchantment, John Doe. All right, so there you have it, guys. If you enjoyed this little look at Magic Book, then remember to drop a big thumbs up on this video. Hopefully, Magic Book writes wonderful birthday stories. Or if you just have a loved one, a child, a friend who you would like to create stories with, this is an awesome tool to create endless adventures. And until next time, everyone, have fun creating new universes.